Well, good afternoon, everybody. I've been trying to figure out this week what I was going to do for you guys, and I'm going to do a piece of poplar, or as they say up here in the north woods of Wisconsin, a piece of popal. So come on over and I'm going to show you what I got. Get my bandsaw going. Oh, well, first, if you measure this piece, it's 12 inches, almost exactly 12 inches across. So what I'm going to do is cut it so it's 12 inches this way. I've got my Laguna 14-inch SUV bandsaw, and I say it, and I say it, and I say it. It's got a 3 horsepower engine, and it cuts extremely true. I've had 3 bandsaws. I had a Delta 14-inch, I had a Shop Fox 14-inch, and then I got this, and this by far is the best bandsaw I've ever had out of those 3. I know a gentleman that's got a Powermatic, and his is a 17-inch, and he loves it. It's a nice saw. It has a lot of power as well. Definitely has more capacity. But for my little shop, this does really well. Alright, the other nice feature about the Laguna is it has a foot brake, and that comes in really handy sometimes. Alright, this is the way this looks after being cut. That was before, this is after. Thankfully, there's no checking going on in the wood. I got to it in time. So let's get back over here, put my faceplate on. Alright. I'm trying really hard today to bring you, or to explain to you guys what I'm doing as if you've not turned a bowl before. I take for granted when I get into one of these projects that you guys know what you're doing and you've all turned a bowl before. And frankly, there's probably a large number of you out here, in my audience even, that have never done a big bowl this size, because I have a Powermatic 3520 and I can do the bigger stuff. And a lot of you guys are starting out and you have like a 1221 Jet or a Laguna or any number of the new smaller lathes that are on the market. So I have to slow down, take a step back, and kind of explain to you guys what it is I'm trying to do here. So half a 12 is 6 inches. And then half a 12 this way, 6 inches. I have my center of the bowl blank. Then I'm going to take my faceplate, and I want to find the center of this. Well, I actually have an apparatus here. It's made for finding the center. So I'm going to tap a little hole right on the cross marks, put my faceplate up here, put this in the threads, run this through, and then it's in the center. Well, it's supposed to be in the center. I don't know if it's gotten dirty or what. Might have even put it on the lathe a little bit cross-threaded. But anyway, find the point, make a point, there we go. Alright, that's where it needs to be. Next, I'm going to take my favorite screws. There should be one here. And these are the GRK screws. I'm actually going to get 4 more. I want to put all 8 screws into this because it's green wood, it's soft, and I want to make sure that I can keep it on the lathe when I'm spinning it. The other nice thing about these is they have the star drive on them. They're not a square and they're not a Phillips. They actually are the T25 star drive. So taking these are the 1 1/4. I'm going to put these on 4 corners. Now the longer. Alright, got those, got that. It's nicely centered. I suppose it might show up on there. Here's a little dot right in the middle of the faceplate, and that's centered because of that device that I use. One thing I didn't do that I could have done was knock the corners off of this while I was at the bandsaw. And I was going to, but when you start trying to do a video and trying to remember everything to say to somebody, you get a little bit ahead of yourself. I get quite nervous when I'm talking to people on the camera, and the guys that I know in life, in person, they say I don't ever shut up. I've got that mounted on the lathe. I suppose I could just show you guys what I'm doing here. There again, I get in a hurry and not thinking that you guys might want to see what I'm doing. Alright. This is my Delta Shopmaster sharpening system that I use, and I've got a Wolverine jig on here. I bring up the V, put my tool in the one-way jig, Wolverine. I've been doing this so long I forget that, or take for granted that you guys know what I'm doing. So this is a 2-inch setup for the amount of tool that comes out of the jig. I put it there, I push it in, I tighten it, and then I have, if I were to use them, I have a set of Raptor angle finders, and it goes 45, 50, or 35, 45, 50. And I got these a long time ago, and for me it's set up where I want it. Tighten that, turn this on. I want to do one wing. I want to do the other wing. It's off just a little bit. And then go all the way around the nose of the tool. Alright. There. There. the nose of the tool, the point, so it's got a nice sharp edge all the way around. And then this tool here, this is a Carter & Sons. All three of these are 5/8 inch bowl gouges. This is by far my favorite tool that I have. This gouge holds an edge better than the Crown. I also have a 5/8 inch, no, I'm sorry, a 3/4 inch bowl gouge that is made by Thompson Tools, and it is a very nice tool, but it's sharpened at a different angle, so I tend to leave it on the tool rack. And it's right there without the handle. So anyway, all right, I want to come over. I'm going to start out using my Crown tool first. I cannot stress to you guys enough to wear a helmet, a face shield of some kind. This is not a very strong face shield, but it could save your life. Alright, check, make sure that the piece of wood is flush up against the faceplate. Get my light out of the way so you guys can see. Then I'm going to start out very slow. Bring it up, stay out of the way, make sure it doesn't come off, bring it up some more, bring it up some more, and now I want to bring up the speed of the lathe until it starts to wobble. Right there. Now what I use for my gauge is, if you look at the light above, it's starting to shake. That tells me right now that this is fast enough to start out. The next thing I want to do, and I should have done, is brought up my other tool rest. And this is the tool rest that came with the lathe. Support in my tailstock. There. It doesn't hurt to stop your lathe and see where you're at. I gotta go look. See if my chuck's gonna fit. Come on, Chucky. Oh yeah. Nice. Off. My faceplate is off. Sorry. Now I got my chuck on the lathe. I've got my bowl in the chuck. There we go. Make sure it's running true. True enough. Tighten that. And tighten that. We're going to true up this face. Once again, I'm going to be using a 5/8 inch bowl gouge made by Crown. And we're going to try and get this straightened up. Bring it up. When I'm turning, I've got the butt of the tool in my hip for more support. I pull the tool into my hip, bring the point to the center, and then I do a pull cut. I got about 3 inches to go. Alright, at this point, I want to start working out here on the edge. And I'm going to take shallow cuts because I'm going to make this very thin and I need the support. I got a little ways to go in the bottom yet. Oh, yeah. And I can true out a little bit of this yet. I'm doing is I'm supporting my tool. Okay. Alright, that's all I'm going to do to it. I'm going to take it out of the chuck, and I'm going to put some shavings in the bowl, and then I'm going to set it underneath my little tools rack over here. And there it is. That is beautiful. A little bit of tear out right here around the pith on both sides, but I'm going to let this dry. After turning it, oh, there's my ruler. Alright, we started out at 12 inches. Now we're at 11 and a half. This is going to warp extremely bad. Once it does, when it dries, then I'll put it back in the chuck and sand it. But I'm going to leave it just like that shape, and then when it's dry, I'll take and cut the tenon off, sign it, and hopefully somebody out there will want to buy it. But it's very pretty. Man, I never turned Popal before that I remember. I could have, that I got from somebody and just didn't know what it was. But it's really soft. All right. Hey, everybody. Let me get rid of my helmet. Put that over there. Get behind the front of the camera. There we go. All right, everybody. My name's Kevin. This is my workshop. Today I turned a Popal bowl, 12-inch diameter. Now it's about 11 and a half. It's down to a 3/16 inch wall thickness. I'm going to put it under the bench with some shavings. As the shavings dry, they'll draw the moisture out of the bowl, and hopefully it won't crack too bad. Hopefully it won't crack at all, but I've never been that lucky. I've always had something that splits or cracks somewhere. But anyway, 11 and a half inch Popal bowl. Oh, and it is now 4.5 inches deep. So really nice, a nice bowl to put on a table and put apples and oranges, different fruits in. And they look really nice, and this time of the year for Thanksgiving and Christmas, they make a wonderful centerpiece. So, all right, that's all I got. If you like what I'm doing, please give me that thumbs up. That really helps my YouTube ratings with YouTube. Leave a comment below and share the video with people that you think might be interested in what I'm doing. It really does help your ratings on YouTube. So I don't get paid on YouTube. I don't have enough subscribers, and I don't have enough people watching long enough for what I'm doing. But hey, if you do like what I'm doing, just give me the thumbs up. It really helps. I appreciate you checking in, and for the people that have subscribed so far, hey, I really appreciate it. God bless you, and God bless America, and I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.